Amir Khan, first of all, an unbelievable fight. Just talk us through that.
Everyone knows Maidana's a big butcher, he's a big hitter, and I went in there, you know, a lot of people say Amir got no chin. I proved that today. I was hit by the best shots, and I come back stronger. But I have to say, you know, he's a warrior, he never took a step back, and it just shows I've got a lion's heart as well.
A lion's heart and a terrific chin as well, and that put the doubters to rest.
Yeah, definitely, you know, people say Amir's got no chin. I proved it. I took his best shot and I'll still come back. At times I was hurt, but you know, I had to dig deep, and that's just boxing for you. That's why, you know, I sell out arenas and I'm such a great fighter, because I fight with heart and I've got skill.
Were you a little too macho at times? Were you trying to prove a point?
Well, yeah, you know, Maidana was getting a little easier, but then I had to start focusing again because I was getting caught with stupid shots. But end of the day, this is boxing. You're going to go into a shower, you're going to get wet. You're going to go into a boxing ring, you can get hit. And I took his best shots and I come back stronger.
You got wet in that 10th round, that was a real crisis for you. What about Maidana, though? You've got to take your hat off to him for his courage.
Maidana's a tough guy, as everyone knows. He's beaten the best fighters in the division. He's had a great fight against Kotelnik, he beat Victor Ortiz, and now he's come up another class and he just couldn't beat me.
Does this prove that you are the outstanding light welterweight in the world and that you can go on to 2011 to the real mega fight?
Definitely, you know, I'm a great fighter, and at the end of the day I train hard, and I just want to thank God for, you know, all the success he's given me. I train hard. I want to thank my trainer Freddie Roach, my management, my promotion team, Oscar De La Hoya, Richie Schaefer, and Khan Promotions. We going the right way, and I'm beating the best out there. I'm not taking no shortcuts. My strength conditioner, Alex Ariza, doing a great job with me. And those people who say Amir Khan's got no chin, I proved that. I've been hit by a guy who's 27 and 29 KOs, well, 29 wins, 27 KOs, and I took his best shots. So for those people who say Amir Khan's got no chin, I've proven that.
You've also given us one of the best fights we've seen on Sky in many, many years. Let's bring Oscar De La Hoya in. Amazing.
Unbelievable. Amir Khan tonight proved not only that does he have a good chin, but that he's the best 140-pounder in the world. In the world. No doubt about it.
What a classic confrontation, though. Heart in your mouth, some at times. If you're a Khan fan, Maidana wouldn't give up.
Fight of the decade. Maidana wouldn't give up. Till the last second of this fight, Maidana was throwing bombs. Yes, Amir Khan got hit by a Mack truck in the 10th round, but he's still going. He's still going to that destination. Now he's off to a vacation, enjoying his great win. Did it for the UK.
Has he proved all the things now, the character, as well as the skills, the heart, and maybe the chin tonight?
If there's any doubters after tonight, come talk to me.
2011 Oscar, what are the plans? What do you want to do with him now? Give him a rest?
Well, you have to give him a rest after a tough fight like this, but he wants to fight the very best. He can still fight at 140, clean up the division, or he can go up to 147 and fight the very best there. You have Mayweather who wants to fight. He wants to fight Mayweather. He wants to fight the very best. So, obviously right now, happy holidays and vacation time.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, nice to see you, Oscar, mate.
Good.
Just an amazing, amazing night, Johnny. It was like watching him play dodgems on the M1 motorway. He was that exciting, and at times he looked so vulnerable. That's why you couldn't help but watch. You can see he's learned so much in Freddie Roach's gym, because at times he'd change direction in the fight, he'd get hit, he'd hold on. Whereas before he never did that. Before he'd try and grab hold, try and be a bit macho and get stuck in and have a toe-to-toe. Maidana was trying his hardest to get Amir Khan to toe-to-toe with him. Amir Khan did it once or twice and got clipped in the 7th round.
He's done more than that. I mean, to be honest, the first round, if we look at the first round here, he went straight out from the start and took control of him. And he actually had him down and had him in desperate trouble. You know, he really looked fantastic. So he did, in fact, take the fight to him. And that left hook to the body was just huge. One of the best shots I've ever seen. Walks him into shots, and then this left hook to the body. Look at that first shot. And it looked like at that stage he wasn't going to get up. He was reeling around on the floor. Absolutely beautiful shot.
What makes Maidana dangerous is when you're stood there having a tear up with him. They looked at that and said, right, let the shots go, use your speed, use your power, use your footwork. Do not stand there and play this man's game. Don't do
He
it.
dominated the fight, Johnny, in the first couple of rounds. Absolutely dominated it. Pushed him back, hit him with shots, was the boss, bullied him, you know, was in control.
Yeah, but how he won the fight was doing what he did. That's the only way he could have won the fight, because he was shattered towards the end.
Really?
And he was just hanging on for dear life. He had to do that.
Well, we know that, but what I'm saying is his display early on was fantastic. Then he allowed he allowed Maidana to get into the fight. This is again where he's been warned for hitting. He actually hit the wrong guy. He went the elbow, can elbow the referee. You don't get away with things like that. Not with Joe Cortez.
Well, if Khan dominated the first 5 rounds, 6 and 7 went the way of Maidana. Yeah, he ran out of energy the first half of the fight. He was the one using most of the energy. Maidana was walking through the fight like a Frankenstein, just walking down, chasing down, getting frustrated. He was going to catch up to him in the end eventually. But when he got clipped, it was those big swinging right hands over the top. And you was just about, Barry said, he's got to watch out for the swinging shot. And that's what clipped him, that's what befuddled him.
You always knew it was going to happen, didn't you? Round 10 comes around, you always knew he was going to get nailed at some stage. And it really, when I said it was his coming out party in America, it was a fight where he was under pressure. He did stall this fight, let's be honest. He stalled it for as long as he could because he knew he had to reinforce his defence. He had to get stronger and feel better. But you knew this time was going to come in the fight. He's still at this stage dominating Maidana and coming at him and attacking him. And it done again in the 9th. He's spraying those shots really fast.
Yeah, he got his second win from round 8. He got his second win because he's the one that used the most of the energy through the fight. But Maidana kept the pressure on. Started to try and bring round 10, like you mentioned. He went to hell and back, Amir Khan.
And listen, let me tell you something. What's this first shot here? Now that would have knocked out a horse. I mean, come on. It would have knocked over a horse, that shot. And he took it. He ran back, sure, like he wanted to try and clear his head. Maidana wouldn't give. Look at that shot again. He was hit so many full-blooded shots here. So people who question his heart...
Where did he got his chin from then?
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think his chin has got to be better. I think his defense has got better. He learned to ride the punches. He's moving with the punches. And he's matured. He's stronger at 140 pounds than he was at 135. And it just makes the difference. You know, it makes the difference when you're that much stronger. When you reinforce that defense with really top quality sparring and develop your strength over and over and over again.
That's what he needed. From before he put Prescott, his sparring was limited. Now he's out there in Los Angeles. He's got the best sparring in the world with the best fighters in the world, all shapes and sizes. He'll have been through things like tricky situations like this in sparring, so he's used to it. It's now something it's not foreign to him. I think I held my breath the entire last 2 rounds, and you two were animated, shouting at me, going, hold on. I've never seen you so animated, Barry.
But he came back. What I liked about, the only way to keep, the best means of defence is attack. And you have to keep guys like this up. You allow them to walk into you, and they're just walking, throwing punches. And he fought enough. He fought enough in the last couple of rounds to keep the guy up. Stung him with shots like this. And the way he finished the last half...
All with a challenging mentality, hungry.
Yeah, the way he finished the last fight, he wanted to prove to everybody, look, I can throw punches. I was desperately hurt, and I came back and I sprayed with punches. I sprayed the guy with punches, showed him I've got courage. I'm a different fighter, and by God is he a different fighter. That was a fantastic fight, fantastic result for him, and it opens up the door. Devin Alexander, Timothy Bradley, the super divisions now, and then up again to welterweight if he wants to.
It was an incredible performance. Let's go ringside in Vegas and Adam Smith.
It was absolutely incredible from start to finish, wasn't it? Oscar De La Hoya and Richard Schaefer just said it was the fight of the decade. David Haye, you didn't really enjoy that, actually, did you?
I hated every moment of it. Particularly from the 10th round on, the punches that he took. People said that Amir Khan can't take a shot. They said he was a bit chinny. I mean, he proved tonight, listen, he can take one of the world's pound for pound best punches on the chin. Not only one, but 20 or 30 bombs.
Do you believe he never actually went down?
Listen, that shows more than I've ever needed to know about Amir Khan. He's going to go on and beat some of the best fighters around, no doubt about it. What he did tonight was absolutely amazing. He really, really put it together. Even when he was hurt, he was still landing the quality shots. He was still winning the rounds. It was amazing. Great stuff.
It looked like it might be all over after one with that perfect body shot. Maidana looked in desperate trouble.
Never seen Maidana like that before. This guy is one of the toughest guys around, and to put him down like that with body shot, the guy was in absolute agony. And that really sort of set up the next few rounds. And then obviously the guy came back. The guy, Maidana, he got a lot of credit got to go to this guy. He put it on the line. He went out there and gave everyone their money's worth. And but definitely it was a well-deserved victory. For me, I had him winning by about 4 rounds. It was a great fight, great fight.
Freddie Roach set the game plan and he veered away from it, didn't he?
He got a bit too brave for his own good. Like occasionally he'd stand there, put his hands up and go and hit me. And he's taking his uppercuts. I'm thinking, no, don't do it, don't do it. He did it, but he got
He was proving that, wasn't he? He was proving his chin and his
He doesn't need to prove anything to us. I know he can take a shot. I know he can win fights. Don't prove anything to me. Just win the fight as easy as possible.
David, I know you're a fight historian as well. You live and breathe boxing. I mean, that was one of the great fights of the modern era.
Definitely, without a doubt. You know, someone to be so in control and then for the script switched on him like that, but then to hold it through. No one would ever believe that being in that sort of trouble from a puncher that much could go for the next 2 rounds, round 11 and round 12, and get through it. You know, he was in so much trouble when he got hurt there. He pulled it back, and he showed what great champions do. They find a way to win no matter what the circumstances, and he did that tonight. Great fight, Amir Khan.
Finally, what are the plans for David Haye in the new year?
Next year, I'm positive. You know, unification fight, no doubt about it. You know,
it will be Vladimir Klitschko.
The plan is Vladimir Klitschko's. Fingers crossed. You know, hopefully he wants it as much as I do. If he wants it as much as I do, the fight's happening.
I'll tell you what, if Klitschko Haye is half as exciting as that, we're in for a treat. What a night here in Vegas.
Brilliant night. Not sure about David Haye's hat though, by the way.
Lots to look forward to from the Sky Sports boxing team in the coming days. Now on the strip. On Wednesday, December the 15th, ringside live, Martin Lindsay defends his British featherweight title against John Simpson, former British and Commonwealth champion. That's Wednesday, 8 PM on HD1 and Sky Sports 1. On Thursday from 9 PM, HD3 and Sky Sports 3, a ringside special will be reflecting on King Khan and the Brit Pack with all the reaction from Vegas. I'm sure we'll be seeing that fight again in ringside Christmas special, Thursday, December 23rd, 6 PM, Sky Sports HD1 and Sky Sports 1. And we're guaranteed to see it in fights of 2010. Perfect way to bring in the new year. New Year's Eve, 10 PM on HD1 and Sky Sports 1. You're a couple of boxing historians. Where does that sit among the greats? I don't think they're going to have a problem filling that Christmas stock into the fight of 2010. What a tremendous display by Amir Khan. Showed heart, bottle, character, boxing ability, and showed he deserves to be not just a champion, a unified champion, to go ahead and now expect the support of everybody behind him.
You summed it up brilliantly when we were talking. So it's like watching a fighter standing on the edge of a precipice the whole time, sort of ankles over the edge of it.
Is he going to go? Isn't he going to go? Is he going to go? Isn't he going to go? And you don't want to watch, but you've got to watch, and that's what makes him so exciting. His vulnerability. That's why you've got to watch him, and he still pulls it off. Pulls off the win.
Yeah, that was his fight where he showed America he could take a shot. He showed all the doubters that he could do it. Khan is the man. What a performance.
What a performance. Such good company. We'll see you very, very soon. That's all we've got time for. Khan dazzles in the desert after a lively night in Liverpool.
Replay.
And I'll lay it right down in my favorite